This message is for all the people that are complaining that they're not getting their food stamps for November. What did you do with October's food stamp money?
I got a homegirl staying in Alabama. She been on food stamp, I know, about 45 years. That whole generation of family been on food stamp. They food stamp recipients.
Hi guys, welcome back again to another video. Thank you so much for clicking as always. If this is your first time here, my name is Julie. You are welcome to Julie Harrison Reacts. Please don't make it your last by subscribing. So I came across this video and it's trending on TikTok. The white people, the palm color people are currently getting a lot of emotional breakdown. I don't know why these guys are still crashing out. It's just that most times they feel like the black people are the true beneficiaries of those food stamps. They feel like if they take off the food stamps, they're trying to say that the removal of this food stamp is most likely going to affect the people that look like me. They don't know how hardworking black people are. I'm going to let you guys listen to everything, the videos that is trending right now on social media space. And most importantly, disclaimer, this video does not in any way promote conflict. This is truly for educational purposes and of course, creating awareness on the recent trends happening on social media. Let's watch these videos.
You know, it really baffles me that we live in one of the most wealthiest countries in the world. But the poorest people in this country feel like the other people who work hard owe them something. Because what is this?
I got an email from EBT. I used to get $740 a month for my two kids. And we not getting EBT no more. They took the EBT. They saying I got to work 20 hours a week. I'm not working for nobody. Get the fuck out of here. This is what Americans, taxpayer, work for us. They work for me.
No, sir. That is incorrect. That's incorrect. Okay. And the fact that you are a grown ass man on this internet talking about you ain't going to work. I get 700 and something. You don't need them kids. You don't. Like I have a little bit more leniency for women because our job is to raise kids and you're really supposed to have a husband that handles everything. But you know, I understand. But sir, there is no excuse. None. Like what do you mean we work for you? Who? But it doesn't stop there. Check this out.
My kids have not eaten in 5 days. It is the taxpayer's responsibility to take care of my kids.
Baby, who is telling y'all this? Listen, nobody signed up to be like, oh, let me help these poor, unfortunate souls that can't take care of the umpteen 11 kids that they decided to have. Nobody was there when you laid down with those men who decided not to stick around and help you with your little situation. But it is not our job, okay? We are doing this by default, okay? It just so happens that we pay taxes and that's what the government decided to use to help y'all, okay? Get up off your ass. Make something shake, Mama Bear. There is so much more content like this on the internet, like to the point this video would be super long if I posted them all. But the fact that y'all want to rob stores and you want to point the finger at everybody except for who the real villain is in this situation, Democrats, who shut this down to help, once again, illegal immigrants. They don't care that you and your children are starving. So like I said, get on the right side of this, people, okay? Get out. Vote. Vote for the right people, okay? And keep those people in power. But y'all have a nice day. Y'all stay beautiful, stay blessed, and stay prosperous. Your girl is out.
This message is for all the people that are complaining that they're not getting their food stamps for November.
I'm sorry. So you're mad that a single mom might need to be on food stamps because her baby daddy doesn't pay no child support, while literally claiming to worship the man who actually created free lunch program in the first place. Or did you miss that story in the Bible? Make it make sense, Judas.
You know, ain't no way I just saw a goddamn video of some girl talking about she's upset because her food stamps went from $5,000 to $374. Did she say 5,000? 5,000 motherfucking dollars? Y'all getting $5,000 on food stamps? Ain't no way. Ain't no motherfucking way. And this is why we don't have free health care. This is why I got potholes in the motherfucking streets. $5,000. Who the fuck you feeding for $5,000? The whole goddamn projects? With your fat, hungry, hippo-having ass. And just to put it in perspective, I make 6 figures. My wife, twice as much as I make. And I don't even think we can budget $5,000 a month for some motherfucking groceries. Who the fuck needs that much motherfucking food? And y'all out here threatening to steal motherfucker, you been stealing taxpayers' money this whole motherfucking time, and you talking about you giving us threats now? You been stealing, yo hungry thieves.
To the idiots who are so concerned that people are using their food stamp benefits to purchase junk food, I'm going to teach you what my mom taught me at a very, very young age. When I was little, we were volunteering at a food pantry. And we had it kind of like an assembly line where each person would put something in the box and move it along to the next person. So I noticed that in the boxes, we were putting chocolates in there. And I remember asking my mom, like, why do they get chocolate? Like, their main focus should be like the meat and the dairy and things like that. And she said, you know what? Everybody deserves to have something to enjoy. And then it dawned on me at an early age that just like when I would come home after a stressful day and I wanted to house an entire bag of Doritos, how much more stressful is it to try to make ends meet and to have to constantly think about where your next meal is going to come from? So when you finally get that meal, it's cause for celebration, and you deserve to get Little Debbie snacks, potato chips, sodas, whatever you want, because you've had to probably work overtime or multiple jobs or figure out how to cut a lot of corners so that you can take care of your family. And everybody who has an issue with people who receive food stamps being able to buy junk food, y'all are just as bad as the idiots who were like, child support should be put on a card to where it can be monitored to make sure the money's going to the kids. Y'all are just as dumb as they are. And to be quite honest, all of us could stand to eat a little bit more healthfully, you know? I don't think that's a word, but it's a word in this video. And I'll use myself as an example. When I first left my abusive ex-husband in 2008, and I was building me and my kids' lives from literal nothing, and I got food stamp benefits, it also gave me a sense of pride to, at the very least, be able to get my kids their favorite cereal or little snacks to bring to school so they could be just like all the other kids who bought fun snacks to school. It gave me a sense of pride for them to come home and be able to get an ice cream cone. It made us feel even more together to be able to eat some Velveeta cheese dip and some tortilla chips on the weekend. Hell, it made me feel good to be able to drink an icy cold soda at the end of a long day. And I worked my butt off trying to rebuild our lives and to get to where I am today. So if a food stamp recipient wants to buy some snacks, trust me, if anybody deserves the snacks, they do. The world is a stressful place. Let them enjoy some fruit snacks.
If I catch you on this app or any app that I'm a part of and I see y'all motherfuckers talking about niggas that got food stamps, I promise you, I'm going to show you why you should have been the food that got motherfucking stamped. Because coming from somebody that has grown up on food stamps and knows relatives that do have food stamps, including my mama, we are already at the end of October, which is so crazy because I feel like October literally just started yesterday. Which means a lot of people have already run out of their SNAP benefits. And like people who do have food stamps, every month they're anticipating to get their food stamps on the 1st. Now, once the 1st comes, nobody's getting literally nothing because of this government shutdown. So what I will be doing in lieu of this happening, I plan on donating to my local pantries. I also plan on doing a lot of community service in the month of November through my mental health organization, and also sharing resources for those who are suffering from this ordeal, because it's very unfortunate. And I don't know why niggas is trying to sit here and act like somebody losing maybe a couple $100s in food stamps isn't something to be pissed off about. Food is expensive. Not only is food expensive, it's also fucking nasty. And every time I turn around, there's a recall on something. And bitch, you would be mad too if you had like $800 in fucking food stamps, bitch, and that wasn't at your disposal for the new month, especially a month where we're supposed to give and celebrate Thanksgiving. So please be kind to those who are suffering from this. And at least if you gonna talk shit, can you at least provide the next motherfucker some resources? Like, fuck is up with y'all? Remember, God do not like ugly. And the moment you think for a second that could not be you, and you can't suffer and not be able to feed yourself or your family, and you're making fun of others, I would hate to see what happens to you, sister.
If you haven't seen the nasty, evil woman that is talking about food stamps while eating toast, if you haven't seen that video, I want you to watch that video just so you can see and hear what a nasty, terrible a-hole sounds like. Because I'm describing her perfectly. And it just seems like every single Republican woman is the same way. The same depth, the same lack of depth, the same lack of having a heart, the same nastiness in their voice. I don't know how to explain it. I've never seen anything like it. But watch the video and check out just how evil and nasty this woman is. For no reason. For no reason. Other than the fact of trying to make fun of people that are going to be looking for food in November because of food stamps getting cut. She chose to make a video and be as nasty as possible. Unfortunately, yeah, check it out and see just how terrible someone can be.
So I saw the lady speaking on food stamps as she was eating her burnt toast. Now, what she said that caught my attention was, you know how long I'd be able to feed my family with $1,100? And then she said, well, it's just me and my husband, but sometimes I feed my daughter and sometimes I feed my son. I don't know about other states, but in Louisiana, $1,100 is for a family of 5. To be specific, it's $1,183. So if you divide that by 5 people, that is $236 per person to eat for the month. You also said I would just go get a third job. Well, a woman and man, I can say, if there's 2 parents and 3 kids in the house, going to go get a third job, probably not likely. Because then your response is going to be, you're not raising your children. You're not there for your children. You're not, If it don't apply, let it fly. If it don't have nothing to do with you, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. There are so many people saying that's good for them, that they're not getting food stamps. Bro, those people need food stamps to feed their children. You saying it's good they're not feeding their children? This shit was like, oh, you go to the food bank and get a whole Thanksgiving dinner. So what about the rest of the month, right? Thanksgiving's cool. What about the rest of the month of November that those people can't feed their families? Motherfucker said, what did you do with your October benefits? They ate it. They did exactly what the fuck they were supposed to do. They spent $236 per child or per person on food for the month. And if you needed to know per person, if they budgeted it as individual people, that will be $59 a week. Each person can budget for their $236 for the month.
What did you do with October's food stamp money?
Bought food. They went to go buy food. They used it up for the month of October, because mind you, they only get it once a month. And let's not forget, groceries are sky fucking high. Sky fucking high. Okay? And you never know how much somebody's getting food stamps. You don't know how much or how little they're getting in food stamps. And whatever they did with October's food stamps, what the fuck is it to you? What the fuck is it to you? I see a lot of people who are sitting here saying, y'all complaining about food stamps, shut the fuck up and buy food like the rest of us with cash. A lot of people I see are also people who are relying on the government for childcare. They're relying on the government for childcare. Oh, why can't you just pay the full amount like everybody else does? Why are you asking them for help on childcare? Huh? Quickly. How you gonna talk about somebody else for using some type of government assistance, but you're using it too? You're using it too. Like, I don't understand what is it to people with food stamps. Y'all are so up in arms and so upset. And the crazy part about all that is, a lot of people who are on food stamps are elderly or disabled. How are you going to tell an elderly or a disabled person to go get a fucking job and do it like the rest of us? Knowing damn well they cannot. A lot of people who get food stamps have children. they have kids, and guess what? Still work a full-time job. Still work. They are making money. But a lot of people nowadays only make enough money to cover their bills. They do. People are working their ass off. The economy sucks right now. Things suck. People need help. What's wrong with needing help? Like, oh my God. Like, this is how pissed people are. And I think some of it is jealousy. I feel like some of y'all want food stamps and y'all applied and y'all didn't get it. I used to get food stamps. I miss getting food stamps. I had to get off food stamps because they told me that in order for me to keep getting food stamps, I had to put my baby daddy on child support. And that would just never happen because child support could never amount up to the things that my baby daddy do for our son. That nigga go crazy for our kid. He don't need to be on child support for shit. So I gave up the food stamps. It's hard buying food with cash. It's really fucking hard. Y'all need to give these people a break. We are in this whole country is in shambles right now. Shambles. Okay? Everybody is in shambles.
I worked for DHHS for about 4 years. I did customer service dealing with SNAP, Medicaid, and other programs. And I know everybody is so happy. Like, majority of people are so happy they're cutting stamps for people. Because, you know, you should work for your food. You should do this. You don't deserve it. It's your tax money. But the reality is, people just assumed it was just immigrants losing it. It's literally children that are going to lose all this food. Like, it's children. Like, what happened to humanity? Like, you're still paying taxes. They're cutting stamp, but you're still paying taxes. It's going to whatever the government wants your taxes to go to. So why does it make some people unhappy that people are going to get fed? People are not going to get fed. Like, what happened to humanity, honestly? Before I made this video, I was going to go in the facts to receive snaps, but nobody cares. You know that vets receive it. Nobody cares that they're not going to receive any more food. You know that people are disabled with disabilities, whatever, are not going to receive it. People don't care. But where is the humanity? Everybody is so selfish. Like, they act like you're personally, I mean, it is out of your paycheck going to taxes, but you don't know what that money is like your personal tax money could be going into anything. And people see someone using SNAP and they're like, that's my tax money. I'm feeding you. Your tax money could have fed someone in prison for real crimes. Like, you don't know where personally that money went to. You know what I mean? But I don't know. We're cooked as a country. Government-wise, humanity-wise.
But y'all fail to realize just because a motherfucker get housing or food stamps, they not just sitting on their ass. A lot of, like, some of them do. I feel y'all what y'all saying about the people that do. But we not talking about them people. We talking about able-bodied people that do get up off their ass every day, right? And go to work and pay taxes and still get government assistance. Y'all fail to realize the government fucking getting over on us. How the fuck we going to work every day and they taking our fucking money? And let alone sending it overseas, but y'all ain't saying shit about that. Y'all don't care. They could take the taxpayer dollars and do whatever the fuck they want to do it that's not benefiting you, benefiting us. Sending the shit overseas. How is that helping us? Like, make it make sense. Y'all gotta fucking wake up. I'm just tired of people that can work. Well, a lot of them are working. A lot of us do work and still get government assistance. Why the fuck we can't get no help from them? We helping them. We put money in their fucking pockets every day, every week, every 2 weeks. Like, y'all fucking just, you people just, oh Lord, just, you know what, y'all make my ass itch. Bad. It's itching right now. Cause y'all get on my fucking nerve.
You know, most times, I just love the fact that they are currently having a lot of emotional breakdowns, because most times they feel like, you know, we, the black people, are majorly dependent on the government. They don't know that as a black person, you are generally hardworking. I love the stitches and the way these people were saying, schooling them on the importance. And I just felt so disappointed watching that, listening to that young man saying clearly that he doesn't need to work because he feels like he's entitled. Like, most times, it is their entitlement for me. You know, it is their entitlement for me. They forget that anywhere you keep a black person, the person will survive, regardless of who she is, where she finds ourselves, where we find ourselves, basically. So I just don't know why they were actually acting as if removal of this food stamp was definitely going to affect a lot of black people. Then they forgot that a black person is hardworking. Do you guys remember what happened when they actually took off a lot of immigrants? You know, they deported a lot of them and they felt like, you know, they don't want them anymore. Do you guys remember what happened? It started affecting even their farms. It started affecting a lot of things because nobody was even willing to come out to work. Nobody was. So how on earth can you think that when the food stamp is officially over, that the black people would suffer more? There's no way we're going to suffer more, because generally we're already created to be hardworking. We already created be survivors. We already created we already know what it means to like suffer and get ourselves paid. I like listening to all these people's reactions. I'm like, oh, is this what they're even thinking? They are really far behind. If this is what they basically think, that it is okay for you to stay at home, it is okay for the government to like, you know, do this. I understand that all hands are not equal. I understand the fact that some people most likely would like need help when it comes to food assistance. And me listening to a lot of videos, people crying out already that they have like over 42 years, they have actually been dependent on the food stamps. But why are people not planning? Like, you've never come to you or come to your head. You've never thought that these things might leave anytime. How can you say proudly, writing and, you know, reacting on social media, on TikTok to be precise, that you are happy, like you have been living for over 42 years on food stamps, and you feel like it is already too late for you to adjust? Like, how can you make it make sense? Make it make sense. So you didn't bother to like find a way to survive. Some people are like, why didn't you stock up your pantries and all that? Until how long? For the fact that you're not working, you're not making both ends meet to replenish, or should I say restock the ones that you took out. I don't know how to even explain this so you guys understand me. For the fact you don't have like a reliable revenue or source of income that would give you the avenue to restock anytime it gets finished, there's no way these things will not finish with time. So I don't know why people are blaming them. Why are you guys not stocking up? What is going on? That even the removal of food stamps has already started. It's not even going to wait till November. Like right now, it's already out. Crazy guys. But I just love the fact that black people are owning up to themselves and they feel like we can survive, food stamps or no food stamps, we are good. And then the palm color people are crashing out massively on social media because they feel like, what is going on? How are we going to survive? But then again, I am really very disappointed to listen to some of them actually feel like they are entitled. It is you guys' entitlement for me. And it's because of your entitlement, that is why you are where you are today. Because of your entitlement, that's why a lot of videos are saying that America is cooked. Because entitlement has actually been setting them back. The money that I meant to use for a lot of things, a lot of meaningful things, these are what they have been using all this while to protect the food stamps. And you guys are still feeling like you shouldn't be out because you guys deserve it, because you own it. Like, make it make sense. I was able to gather all these videos and I believe you listened and you enjoyed watching all of them. This is my own narrative, so what I genuinely feel about the removal of food stamps. I really don't have much to say, but I believe that my comment section will be very interactive. I'm literally sweating this morning. If this is your first time coming across my face, my name is Julie. You are welcome to Julie Harrison Reacts. Don't make it your last by subscribing. I'm going to see you guys in my next video.